Okay, so quick review here of what's it called? The dog documentary. Let me get comfortable here, sit down, get the phone close so you can actually hear me. Right off the bat, I did like it. I did enjoy it. It was nice to watch this documentary. I like that the announcer, well, it wasn't the announcer, it was like a guy that is like a main focal point. I want to say he reappears a lot in the show. And I like that we get the introduction to the daughter, not the daughter, his wife, right? Because they both work with dogs, and they're both scientists, scientific people. And he even looks very familiar to an actor. And at first, when I saw him, I thought he was that actor. And I'm still kind of convinced that maybe he is that actor. There's also another lady in this documentary that's also like a doctor, scientist person that they interview, and she looks very familiar to another famous person. It's very uncanny, the resemblance. Apparently Rob Lowe, the actor Rob Lowe, how do you call, he does the narration for this. And so I didn't even recognize his voice. I was only found out after the fact, but that's cool. Yeah, it gives you some fun facts about dogs, how like the greyhound, or I think it was greyhound, I don't know, like, hound dog, it can run really fast, and it probably has more muscles in its hind legs on average than other dogs. And the slowest dogs, like one of the hounds, with one of the dogs with the low legs or the short legs, right? Which makes sense that it would be like a slower dog. What else? I like the story of like, well, I guess it was kind of, yeah, it was kind of the story actually, because we have a number of families that are introduced to like adopt a dog, and they actually pre-select these people based on like, I guess, their own character profile on which dog will be better suited for them. And I like that with the fodder, it was Jazz and her family, that we get like some more some more backstory with them, more insight into who these people are. I appreciated that aspect, and I like that with that little tidbit we got to see kind of learn more about her, like what happened with her, complications since birth basically is what arose. And her father, he said that she can comprehend emotions, right? Humor, anger, sadness, but she has a hard time communicating. She can't communicate effectively and well, but she has, he tries to speak. She can say some words, but she has a phone, and with her phone, she's able to talk a bit more, and like full sentences structured, right? Like Stephen Hawking's. And so I thought that was cool. And we also can see she has like mobility issues, right? But and they mentioned this, the dogs are trained to help and live with people with disabilities, and to make their lives, to be an aid in their lives. And I think it was 11 dogs. Out of the 11, only 7 made it. And one of the dogs that we were with, I think Bonus it was. It might have been Bonus. It might have been another dog, actually. I don't remember. But the dog didn't make it. And they mentioned that the dogs have, oh my gosh, what were they? Relivers? There's these people that the dogs live with, and so these people that live with the dogs, they can come back and like, what is it called? They can live with the dog again. They decide to take the dog back with them, and the dog will just be a pet, a well-trained, well-behaved, just not service dog quality pet. They mentioned that some dogs, the dogs that problem solve, those are the dogs that will be better suited to be, oh my god, what was it? To like do search and rescue, to be like investigating dogs, to detect drugs and stuff. And that dogs that will look to the human for advice, for help, like, hey, help me with this. I can't get that food out of this container. Help me with this. Those are the dogs that be better suited for what is it called? The service industry, right? A service dog. It was cool. The lady, they do the inside the house or inside the school place training for the dogs, and then later on, like the second stage, they actually take them outside and see how well they perform. Like, and they mentioned that thing that we always hear about dogs, about their nose and their hearing. It's much more heightened than ours. It's better than ours. So when we can hear like a quiet day for us, it's not a quiet day for them. They're probably hearing something over here, something over there. They're smelling all these different smells. And the dog has to be focused on you, right? Or it has to remain calm. You can't get overwhelmed. And so that was cool, yeah. It was a nice documentary. I like when they told us another fact about dogs with their nose, that it's like equivalent to our fingerprints, and that each one is unique to the dog and no one is alike. That's cool to, like, maybe think of like getting a tattoo of your dog's nose print, and sort of like having something that's unique to you and you only. Yeah, I like this documentary. It's cute. It's like an hour 12 minutes, I think. So it's like and I think if you like dogs, you like documentaries, it only takes up about an hour-ish of your time. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's nice, it's cute. And I think I want to say this may be a part 2 to the series, or Netflix had another documentary called Just Dogs, because this one's called Inside the Mind of a Dog. But like, this documentary maybe ties into another, or like other documentaries about dogs or something along those lines. Yeah, but I liked it, so thank you for listening.